What if your body was trying to warn you about diabetes, but you didn't even realize it? Every year, millions of people develop type 2 diabetes, yet most ignore the warning signs, until it's too late. Here's the scary part: many of these symptoms seem harmless at first. A little weight loss. That sounds great, right? A few slow healing cuts. No big deal, right? Wrong. These could be the earliest red flags that your body is struggling with high blood sugar. And if you ignore them, the damage could be permanent. But don't worry, because today, we are going to break down the top early symptoms of diabetes that you simply cannot ignore. We're not just listing symptoms, you're going to learn why these symptoms happen, what they mean for your health, and what you can do right now to take action. Welcome to Health Hub, the channel where we bring you science-backed, life-saving health information in the simplest way possible. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because we bring deep, research-based knowledge to help you live a healthier, longer life. Now, let's get started. Addressing common myths in detail with science-backed research. Let's talk about myths. When people hear diabetes, they usually think about weight gain, sugar cravings or insulin injections. But the truth is, diabetes isn't just about eating too much sugar. It's a system-wide health problem that affects everything: your metabolism, nerves, healing ability, and even your brain. And when it comes to early symptoms, the biggest myth is that they are easy to recognize. Let's bust some of these myths right now. Myth number 1: sudden weight loss is a good thing. Weight loss is usually seen as a positive thing. And if you've been trying to lose weight, you might even feel excited about seeing the number on the scale go down. But if that weight loss is happening without trying, then your body might be telling you something serious. Science shows that unexplained weight loss is often one of the earliest signs of diabetes. Why? Because when your blood sugar stays too high, your body can't properly use glucose for energy. Instead, it starts breaking down fat and muscle to keep functioning. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that sudden weight loss was linked to undiagnosed, type 2 diabetes in over 30% of patients. In simple terms, your body is starving for energy, even when you're eating plenty of food. Myth number 2: slow healing wounds are just part of aging. Have you ever noticed that a small cut or bruise takes forever to heal? Maybe a simple scratch lingers for weeks instead of days. If so, this is a major warning sign. When blood sugar levels are too high, your blood vessels narrow and circulation slows down. That means your body can't deliver enough oxygen and nutrients to heal wounds properly. According to research published in the Diabetes Care Journal, people with undiagnosed diabetes have up to a 50% slower wound healing rate compared to healthy individuals. That's a huge difference. Ignoring this can lead to serious complications. Over time, small wounds can turn into infections, ulcers, and even amputations in extreme cases. This is why recognizing the symptoms early is so important. Now, let's get into the top 5 diabetes warning signs you can't afford to ignore. Number 5, frequent urination, the silent red flag. Have you ever found yourself waking up at night over and over again just to use the bathroom? Maybe you thought, I just drank too much water before bed. But what if I told you? This could be one of the earliest signs of diabetes. Let's break it down. In a healthy body, your kidneys help filter waste and regulate fluid balance. But when your blood sugar levels go too high, your kidneys go into overdrive. They struggle to process all that extra sugar, so they try to get rid of it the only way they can, by flushing it out through urine. That's why, if you have early diabetes, you may find yourself running to the bathroom constantly, especially at night. But here's the real danger: frequent urination doesn't just mean losing water. It also means losing essential minerals like magnesium and potassium. And what happens when you lose those minerals? You start experiencing 1. Muscle cramps. 2. Heart palpitations. 3. Severe dehydration. Most people assume they are just getting up to pee because they drank too much water. But the truth is, frequent urination is a sign that your body is struggling to keep up with excess sugar. According to a study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, early-stage diabetes often leads to polyuria, a medical term for excessive urination, due to osmotic diuresis. This means that high blood sugar pulls water from your cells, forcing your kidneys to produce more urine. And here's the scary part. If this goes on unchecked, it can lead to kidney disease and severe dehydration. So, if you find yourself waking up multiple times a night or feeling like you constantly need a bathroom break, pay attention. It could be your body's first warning sign of diabetes. Number 4, unquenchable thirst. And it's not just dehydration. If you've been feeling thirsty all the time, no matter how much water you drink, your body is trying to tell you something. Most people assume thirst means dehydration, but when it's caused by diabetes, it's a sign of something much deeper. Here's what's happening inside your body. When blood sugar is too high, your body pulls water out of your tissues in an attempt to balance itself. This leads to 1. A dry mouth. 2. A constant need to drink water. 3. And a feeling of never being fully hydrated. It's like being stuck in a vicious cycle. Your body loses more water, so you drink more. But no matter how much you drink, it never feels like enough. A study in the American Journal of Medicine found that hyperglycemia-induced dehydration is a major factor in early diabetes. The body's inability to properly regulate fluids leads to chronic thirst and electrolyte imbalances. And here's the kicker. This doesn't just make you thirsty, it also affects your blood pressure, heart function, and energy levels. So, if you find yourself constantly refilling your water bottle, even when you haven't been sweating or exercising, it's time to get your blood sugar checked. Number 3, extreme fatigue. Not just feeling tired. Have you ever felt completely drained, even after a full night's sleep? Like no matter how much you rest, you're still exhausted. This isn't just being tired. This is a red flag for diabetes. Here's why. When you eat food, your body converts carbohydrates into glucose. That glucose is supposed to enter your cells to provide energy. But with diabetes, insulin isn't working properly. This means your body can't absorb glucose efficiently, leaving you feeling exhausted, even after eating. Imagine this. Your body is like a car with a full gas tank. But instead of fuel reaching the engine, it's stuck in the fuel line. Your car won't run, no matter how much gas it has. A study from Harvard Medical School found that fatigue is one of the earliest warning signs of insulin resistance. When your body can't use glucose for energy, it starts breaking down muscle tissue, making you feel even weaker. And it's not just physical exhaustion. Fatigue from diabetes can lead to 1. Brain fog. 2. Mood swings. 3. Increased risk of depression. So, if you're constantly feeling worn out, sluggish, or mentally drained, don't ignore it. It might not just be stress, it could be a sign of diabetes. Number 2, sudden unexplained weight loss. Sounds good. Think again. Losing weight without trying may sound like a dream to some people. But when it happens for no reason, it is actually one of the biggest red flags for diabetes. Here's what's happening inside your body. When blood sugar levels are too high, your cells cannot use glucose properly because of a problem with insulin. Normally, insulin helps glucose enter the cells to give them energy. But with diabetes, that process is broken. So what does your body do? It panics. It starts burning muscle and fat for energy instead. This causes rapid, unexplained weight loss, even if you're eating normally. But this is not just about losing a few pounds. It's a serious sign that your body is starving for energy. A study published in the journal Diabetes Care found that unintentional weight loss was one of the most common early symptoms in newly diagnosed type 1 and type 2 diabetes patients. Researchers found that many patients lost between 5 to 10% of their body weight within a few months before their diagnosis. And here's the worst part. When your body starts breaking down muscle instead of fat, you lose strength. You feel weaker. Your immune system also gets weaker, making you more likely to get infections and diseases. Why this ranks as the second most dangerous symptom? Some people ignore this symptom because they think losing weight is a good thing. But in reality, it means your body is breaking down. If you notice yourself dropping weight without trying, and you also feel tired, thirsty, or hungry all the time, do not wait. Get your blood sugar tested immediately. Now, let's move on to the most dangerous diabetes symptom of all. Remember, if you found this helpful, like, share and write your thoughts in the comment of this video and subscribe to Health Hub. Number 1. Slow healing wounds and nerve damage, the most dangerous symptom. Imagine this. You get a small cut on your foot. You don't think much of it. But days go by, and it doesn't heal. Weeks pass, and it gets worse. Then, one day, you notice you can't even feel your foot properly anymore. This is the most dangerous warning sign of diabetes, because it means that permanent damage has already begun. Here's what's happening inside your body. High blood sugar damages your blood vessels over time. When this happens, your body cannot send enough blood to your wounds. Blood carries oxygen and nutrients that help wounds heal. So, when blood flow is reduced, even a tiny cut can become a serious infection. But that's not the worst part. Diabetes also damages your nerves. This is called diabetic neuropathy. At first, you may feel tingling or numbness in your feet. But as it gets worse, you lose feeling completely. This means you could step on something sharp, cut yourself, or develop a blister without even realizing it. And because the wound doesn't heal properly, it can turn into an ulcer, get infected, and even lead to amputation. A report from the World Health Organization states that up to 50% of people with diabetes develop nerve damage. Another study in The Lancet found that diabetic foot ulcers are the leading cause of amputations worldwide. And here's the most terrifying part. Half of all people who have an amputation due to diabetes die within 5 years. Why this ranks as the most dangerous symptom? This symptom does not just warn you about diabetes, it warns you that diabetes has already caused irreversible damage. Once nerve damage starts, it cannot be fully reversed. That is why slow healing wounds are the most dangerous diabetes symptom. They mean that time is running out. If you notice any wounds that won't heal or numbness in your feet, see a doctor immediately. Because when it comes to diabetes, waiting too long can cost you everything. What to do after identifying the symptoms? So, what should you do if you recognize these symptoms? Take action now. Step 1. Get tested. The first thing you need to do is get a blood sugar test. You can start with a simple fasting glucose test or an A1C test, which measures your average blood sugar levels over the past few months. Step 2. Make diet changes immediately. Even small adjustments, like cutting out refined sugars, eating high-fiber foods, and adding healthy fats, can make a huge impact. Studies show that people who make early diet changes can lower their risk of full-blown diabetes by up to 58%. Step 3. Increase physical activity. You don't need to become a marathon runner, but even 30 minutes of walking per day can help lower blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity. Step 4. Monitor your body's signals. Now that you know what to look for, listen to your body. If you notice unexplained weight loss, slow healing wounds, extreme thirst, or numbness in your hands and feet, don't ignore it. These could be the warning signs your body is giving you. Conclusion: with a powerful call to action. Now you know, the early symptoms of diabetes are not just small changes. They are major warning signs that your body is in distress. The good news: you can take control. Do not ignore unexplained weight loss. Do not ignore slow healing wounds. Your health is in your hands, and early action can mean the difference between reversing diabetes or dealing with lifelong complications. If this video helped you, hit that subscribe button and share it with someone who needs this information. Your health matters. Let's make better choices, starting today. See you in the next video.